Hi, welcome to this first video tutorial of a series of 3 video tutorials regarding using Unreal Engine 4 with an Oculus Rift to develop your own virtual reality application for a PC, a Mac or a Linux machine. In order to follow this workshop you need the Epic launcher, and the Epic launcher will install the Unreal Engine. I already have it installed. And in the background there's something downloading for the Epic installer, but let's start at if you have the Epic installer, you installed it, and you can go to library, and I see that I have 4.7.6 installed, and I can press launch to launch the 4.7.6 executable. I also have other versions available. You can just press add. Well, this version was put there after I pressed add versions, and you can install the 4.8.0. There's a preview too. It's a next gen technology. It's not as stable as this one here. This is an official release, so you can just try it out. You can also go back in the stack to see what other versions you need. Anyway, this is what you can do in the library. My projects are in here. These are from my other workshops. I had them made, and in the vault, content examples is loaded. Content examples is one of the few really nice maps you can use in order to get acquainted with the Unreal Engine, with all the features that it has. How can you get it? You can just go to learn, click on learn, and then you have content examples here. So as you click on learn, you get this. You get a lot more detailed about how you can do blueprints and content and tools and editors and whatever. And you can go all the way down. You can click on water examples. What you can also do is these are all free content. This is all free content. So landscape mounted sun temple is also an excellent way to discover the graphical features, and this is also something realistic rendering. It's a place inside it's a condo. It's a little flat, and it looks fabulous on the Unreal Engine. So there's a lot of stuff you can just download and use for free. So this is all free. I should show you the marketplace. I looked at the hero pack here, but I'm going to click on home. This is the marketplace. This is where you get stuff for not for free, but you have to pay for it. It's rather expensive, but look at this steampunk airship. I mean, there are modelers here that built this whole thing and textured it and put all the proper maps on there, and it looks, all this stuff you can just get if you pay this amount of money. You can just download it. It'll be on your library. You can just click it and put it inside the project. So I'm going to show you the news feed, and then this I can see that it's March the 3rd. It was set completely free. Very cool. This is one of the best engines you can get to make a game, and it's free. They just released it, and it's great. It's a great engine, especially because you can use blueprints to program behavior inside your game. I'm going to tell you all about blueprints in the next few lessons. First, I'm going to show you a quick overview of the tool. There's one thing you also need. That's this one here, the Oculus VR. You need to go to developer.oculus.com, and you should look for the download section and then install the Oculus Runtime for your system. I've got a Windows machine, so I downloaded this and installed this Oculus Runtime for Windows. And also this one here, the Unreal Engine 4 integration, you don't need it, because from 4.7 the Unreal Engine 4 already has this integrated inside its system, so you don't need it. But however, this is a more recent version of the integration. So this is 0.6.00 beta, and in the Unreal Engine is an older version running, but I don't use it. I just use the one that's inside the Unreal Engine. So just download this, install it, get your Oculus Rift ready, and you're ready to go. So let's start. Launch the Unreal Engine. I'm running 4.7.6. You might have another version, it doesn't really matter. You need the 4.7. So It doesn't start as quick as Unity does, but it has a lot of nice features. Also, the content that is already present inside these projects is astounding. You can go to new project, and what I do in the beginning is just to get an overview of what you can do. I want to get myself a first person shooter thing. It just shows you what you can do with behavior and everything. You can also choose C++. I don't do that. I'm so in love with blueprints, I only use blueprints. Whatever you want to do in C++, you can also do with a blueprint. So, okay, let's start here and then say lesson 1. UE4. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. UE4 lesson 1. Give it a name, have a desktop console, that's standard, maximum quality, that's okay, with starter content, yes, please. Okay, create the project. And then it will start the Unreal Engine 4 editor. Okay. This is taking some time every time. I don't know why it does that. I mean, if you do this, if you have to wait every time this happens, I'm probably gonna cut this out of the video. Okay, here we go. This is how you start inside this level. Yes. All right. To check how easy it is to start with Unreal Engine, I've got this demo level, and it's called the first person template. And you can see here, these are the hands and this shotgun you use, and you can just press play now right from the beginning. Bam. And if you move your mouse, just move your mouse inside this window and you've got control, and then press the right mouse button to view around, and then the W and the S and the A and D you can move around, and as you can see, you can even shoot your gun. And it has full physics simulation. So this ball has mass, and you can shoot stuff with it. And as you can see, the engine takes care of all this physics simulation. It's really great. So how can I get out of this one? I can just press escape. So now I'm in edit mode again. All right. So one of the things you need to do, if you want to create something inside Unreal Engine with the Oculus Rift, if all is well, you would have, if you have an Oculus Rift installed, the drivers installed, it's connected and it's displaying the demo scene of the Oculus Rift application. If you then start this game, you would have a VR preview. It's now grayed out. I don't have an Oculus Rift installed, but you would have a preview here, and then you would see in this preview window here what the Oculus Rift display would show. So isn't that great? So that means you can just preview it inside this window. You can also do a standalone game, and if you do that, then you need to do some. You need to press the tilde, the key left of the 1. So that's the tilde key. You can just press it, and then you need to type in stereo on, and then you'll see that your the display of your standalone game, you need to be in a standalone game, would then also be showing the Oculus Rift display. So and then also the Oculus Rift ideally would show the same thing, so then you would have the virtual reality experience. Anyway, this is just a quick overview of what you can do, how you can do it. It's just built in. You don't need to do anything else. Just click on the VR preview or click on standalone game. I'm gonna do that right now to show you how that works. And here we go. It should run in a separate window now. Here we go. And it takes a while. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, my system is okay. Now I have control of the mouse. I can type the key next to the left of the 1. Then you get the console. I can type stereo on. If you would have a Oculus Rift attached, it would switch on. Stereo off. You can switch it back. So you can also type this and then type quit. You can quit the application itself. All right. Okay, what else is there to say about the Unreal Engine? There are lots of buttons and things and whatnot. And first, I want to tell you how you can move around inside your level. This is a level. So you can have a game with several levels. This is called a level, and this map only has one level. And you can if you hold the right mouse button, you can view around, you can rotate, and if you push W and S, you can go forward and backward, and A and D, you can go left and right. There's also something, the E and the Q. Q is down, E is up. So these are the things you can use to move around in your scene. Okay, now the objects themselves. You can select an object, and then you can use these translation vectors to move them. My PC is very busy at the moment, a bit too busy actually. So, but normally you would just be able to do this and this. Here we go. And you can also click this button here. So this was on select and translate, W. The shortcut is W. And here, select and rotate, you can press the E. So now you can rotate this. And you can rotate with increments of the grid. So you can do that, and you rotate on the other axis. And what you also can do is scale. You can non-uniform scaling is like this, or uniform scaling. You press the middle one, and you've got this. So you can just move, rotate, and scale. You can also switch views. You can to top. There we go. And on wireframe. You can zoom in using the middle mouse button, and zoom out and zoom in. You can also pan around if you use shift. My system is lagging too much. Okay, so you can use the right mouse button to pan around. If I go back to my perspective mode, right is you can rotate around your own axis. So if you want to pan around, you can press the middle mouse button, up and down. You go really up and down, and left and right. You can go left and right. So I'm pressing the middle mouse button now, and now I'm releasing it. So this is the way you can get around, and this is how you can manipulate the objects in the scene. The objects in the scene are also here on the right. As you can see here, I've got cubes. It's a folder, and inside this folder there's a large cube. I can give a little bit more room here. Doesn't really matter. I can press this eye here, and it's removed from the scene. It's still there, but it's just not visible. So you can do that with all these cubes. There's a lighting. Okay, there's a light somewhere, and there's other stuff. You can just click them to collapse, and on the left here you can place other things as well inside the scene that already is there. These buttons we'll get into more detail in the next lesson. Here we'll build our own little landscape and try our best with our first little blueprint. And in the third lesson, I'll be telling you all about all the things I talked about, but a bit more detail. So with this in place, you should be able to, oh, I'm forgetting one thing. These little green things here is trying to help you. So you can click here and you can start a tutorial and you can just follow it. But for this session, I'm going to say exit. I don't want to have any help. So I'm going to put exit. So now it's not blinking anymore. So this is a very quick overview of what you can do with Unity 4, how you use it, and also how easy it is to get an Oculus Rift and install it and use it inside an Unreal Engine 4 game.